Go ahead.
Do you want to get into this or not?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we owe it to the people.
I think, yeah. So Draymond Green did a podcast, and he, and only he, brought up Andrew Wiggins. Here's what he said.
I want to let you all know how absolutely ridiculous most of you people are at life. Like, the fact that a rumor about Andrew Wiggins, I don't know if it's true. I'm not here to confirm whether it's true or not. I really don't care. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, you hear stuff like that and you care for, like, him and her, like, and their children, so I care from that perspective. But, like, whether what y'all saying is true or not really, like, has no bearing on my life, nor does it have any bearing on y'all life. The fact that basketball, and I always say this on this podcast, like, the fact that basketball, that people are so bad at evaluating basketball that you start to run with someone's personal life to try to decide, like, why they're not playing basketball. Like, imagine if somebody, if you were missing time at your job and somebody started a whole rumor about, like, your kids not being yours and, like, yeah, like, that's ridiculous, man. Now, again, I'm not here to say whether it's true or false. I don't know. Not my business. But point being, it's not yours either. Like, y'all are so thirsty to know what's going on in someone's life that becomes the thing. You better have some cold, hard evidence if you're going to make that a thing. And quite frankly, I've just seen people talking. Like, I've seen no evidence of anything. You just see people talking. That's insane.
All right, that's Draymond Green. And he's talking about Braylon Edwards' podcast. That's what's out there. But we weren't going to bring it up.
Nope.
I wasn't going to bring it up, the rumors that are out there. But Draymond just brought it up.
All of it.
And he's now taken it that far. And I don't, this kind of reminds me of a little bit when Joe Lacob on Tim Kawakami's podcast said, there's some confusion out there. I want to clarify. I have offered Bob Myers 2 contracts. That was never out there.
Never.
That was never out there that Bob had turned down 2 offers. So Joe Lacob brings that up when it didn't need to be brought up or nobody knew. Well, now that's a dynamic that we understand and we get a look-see inside the organization. Now we can okay, well, so maybe it's not all Joe Lacob. Maybe Bob doesn't want it, but we get insight. So Draymond Green is going to actually reference specifically, not just the rumor, not just that there's a rumor out there.
Because there's more than one video. The Braylon Edwards, it's multiple, Steiny.
But now
randoms.
Draymond, his teammate, has used the words of specificity about what could be going on. Yes, if I were Andrew Wiggins, I don't think I'd be happy.
And what I would say to Draymond, Steiny, too, is to say what you said and then say, I'm not saying if it's true or not, that's just a can of gas, a lighter fluid. Like, if you were going to say anything, dispel it or what have you, but to say with all that energy at the end, I'm not saying if it's true or not. And what gets me and boils my blood is for the people in the back that keep acting like people want to know. This is sports. This is entertainment. Andrew Wiggins is one of the best Golden State Warriors. The reasons people are wondering where and what's going on is for one reason only: him on the basketball court. His absence is all that has people wondering what's going on. But to tell the common man and woman it's not our business when we got regular 9-to-5s and deal with real life and would have to have our ass back to work regardless of what was going on, miss me with millionaires telling me how we should feel. But if I were to call myself doing a video and then putting all of it out there like that for the people that may not have known Steiny, and then to end it with, I don't know if it's true or not, like what good came out of that?
That's a great question.
What good came out? And if I saw Dre, who I love, I would say, please don't have my back like you call yourself having Wiggins' back. Putting it all out there for the people that didn't know. Only reason we want to know is because we miss Wiggins, the basketball player. And the team misses him.
888-957-9570. That's the Xfinity Mobile text line. And the regular old phone number to get in and talk about the Golden State Warriors, who have a monster game tonight against the Dallas Mavericks. 4:30 tip-off right here on 95.7 The Game. Warriors Live, 3:30. So the reality of the situation is like, I don't want to know. I don't need to know. But the bottom line is, now it's out there. Okay, now it's out there. I actually think that most of what Draymond's talking about is specifically Braylon Edwards, who essentially said, I know what's going on, and this is what's going on. So I think what Draymond really is mad about is that there's actually a guy out there who did dig around, ask some questions, and find out why. Okay, well, that's different than you and me. Like, but I still open up the internet, and so I can see what everybody else sees, but that doesn't mean Draymond Green should have brought attention to it. Like, that ain't right, I don't think. Like, he did that. Like, he may be the reason a lot of people, let me see what everybody's saying. Maybe somebody out there doesn't know or doesn't care about that.
And
but I'm sorry.
No, take your time.
But here's the other thing, real quick. Let's be honest. What we really are seeking here. What we're seeking here is that when it's all said and done, we're all going to make a judgment whether one fit the other. I mean, that's really what we're talking about. We will, unfortunately, the way our life is, we will make a judgment as to whether whatever Andrew Wiggins was going through was worth taking this much time off. Okay? If it's this, well, then you know what? I get it. I get why he never came back. Okay, what if it's that? Well, if it's that and he's gone for 7 weeks, that's ridiculous. Well, what about if it's this up here? Well, if it's this up here, that's kind of a close one. I could see maybe he would come. Like, that's what will happen. It just will.
And it's happening right now. And again, thoughts and prayers to Wiggins and his family. My just thing with the video, Steiny, is you didn't put nothing out. You had all that energy about people being thirsty and wanting to know, but you didn't do anything to dispel it. You said, I don't know.
Am I thirsty to know? Because
you scrolled on a video.
Because someone passed along Braylon Edwards' podcast, and I found it on the internet. Like, that doesn't make me thirsty.
Right.
Or anybody thirsty. So,
but the one thing we do know, and again, I'm not trying to be a simpleton. Again, his absence is what this is all about. And when this thing first started, and it still could be. My whole thing is, Dre, why did you have? So now, to me, Steiny, and people could say, Guru, come on, man. Now I feel like the Warriors are more apart than ever if you don't know why your brother's out. You said, I don't know if it's true or not.
Do you believe him? Do you believe that Draymond Green doesn't know the whole story.
Wow.
I know.
That's wow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
888-957-9570 is the number. I don't know. It's just something. I didn't have a great reaction to Draymond's
But he spilled some tea, Steiny.
He did. He absolutely did. And, like, this is where I don't.
True or not, he
I don't
spilled
get
some
into,
tea.
like, okay, you know I laugh about this.
Yeah.
Whatever happened, snitches get stitches. Isn't that kind of, like.
Well, see, and
I get it. He didn't say he didn't finger Andrew Wiggins.
But Steiny, he ain't. I'm going to have to defend him here because, in a sense, there's two worlds. There's the corporate world. We can get on here and we can say some stuff that could cost us our gig, and then there's a world where everything's in play. And the world where everything is play is where all that stuff, if it's just smut or lies or slander, it's out there. It's out there, and Dre, to his credit, Steiny, here I go, is the first one to speak on it. But I just didn't like, if I'm Wiggins, I'm not saying if it's true or not then. He could have did that video, and I could have turned it off thinking, oh, then that ain't true. If the best interest is, get out of my man's business. But I'm not here to tell you if it's true or not, has me scratching my head like, oh, man, he really ain't. You know what I mean?
Well, the other thing is they've all been aligned, the whole organization, all the players, with the company line of,
it's a serious
did Draymond
situation.
Green respect Andrew Wiggins' privacy? Wow. I don't think he did on this podcast. Yeah. I just don't. I don't think he would. 408. Let's be honest. I think he did. Let's be honest. Warriors fans don't really care about Wiggins' personal issues. All they care about is him contributing to the team, especially you both. The only people that care about him is his family and friends who deeply care about him. Stop acting like you guys give a crap because you don't. I don't.
I just said that.
Like, I don't care.
No,
Sure, I don't. Sure, I want him to be happy.
Yeah.
I don't want Andrew Wiggins to undergo tragedy.
Right.
Or
no doubt.
Strife.
But don't make me feel bad because
I don't care what's happening either.
Right.
I don't believe
his
he's coming
absence,
back.
and to Draymond again, Steiny, his absence is why that's the rat on the table. The guys want him back, and I know life is bigger than basketball. So if it is not what's reported out there on the internet, then shame. That's a good thing. But man, that's just like don't make me feel bad or anybody feel bad because they want to know when the guy and his services are coming back to the team to win a championship, but then you're hearing something over here. That's all, man.
And the one thing, he says, how did he start it? About you guys are so lame about life. Or what did he say? Think about you guys are so bad at life.
Yeah. And yet all these smut reality shows are number one.
But
my gosh.
Nobody. Like, only one guy didn't, in theory, only one guy wanted to find out specifically what was going on with Andrew Wiggins, and that was Braylon Edwards, right? I mean, he's the only guy that was digging.
Well, he said he had contacts.
Maybe I'm wrong here, but I don't think Anthony Slater is on his phone making calls to people trying to figure out what's going on with Andrew Wiggins. It's one guy who put it out there. Now it's out there. One guy put it out there. And now Draymond put it out there too. He put it out. Draymond, in a way, has now made the rumor like fair game. That's the way I look at it. A teammate of Wiggins might have just made the situation really bad. Because now, whether you like it or not, now if I'm a reporter, I might have an excuse to ask around. Not saying it's right.